The story starts in the living room of our protagonist. We get to learn that it's his birthday the next day. His wife appears to have forgotten about his birthday, and she tells him that she didn't get anything ready for the celebration. The husband then says that he's old enough to not need any birthday celebration, and then looks to his wife for confirmation, but he sees his wife trying to hide her laughter. She then says that he can start saying things like that when he earns more. It is then revealed that the wife had actually remembered the birthday of her husband and had planned a dinner for them. Even in his mind, the husband was saying how he loves his wife. We are then told that the wife is diagnosed with cancer. She only has a year left to live, and the husband had decided to treat her as best as he could to make sure they stay together as long as possible. Then a time skip happens, and we see the husband visiting the wife in the hospital. The wife acts distant and doesn't look towards her husband when talking to him. She acts rudely with her husband and asks him to give her some pocket money. It's then revealed that the husband has been visiting the wife every day for the past 6 months, and other people believe it's due to love. On the other hand, the husband returns home and checks his monthly balance, while pondering why his sickly wife asks for money and how she would even spend it. He then remembers that he forgot to get the clothes cleaned at the laundromat, and hence he heads to the laundromat. There he sees a flashback of him and his wife having a lovely moment together. He reminds himself that it's not him who's suffering the most, but his wife who's battling cancer. By the time he reaches home to get some rest, he seems to be frustrated with his daily routine, especially because his wife won't look at him. Suddenly a thought pops up in his head. When is my wife going to die? That thought shocks him and makes him feel guilty. The next day he gets to the hospital but realizes he's a bit early. He thinks of returning after some time, but then he starts to overhear his wife's conversation with her friend. Her friend says that she should be a bit nice to her husband, as he looks really down because his wife is being rude to him. It's then that the wife reveals her true intentions. She wants to act so bad because the day she got diagnosed with cancer, she made a decision to be her worst self, so that when she dies, her husband can be happy she's dead, and then easily move on with his life. It's also revealed that she's not good at lying, and she always talks without looking at her husband to not show her sadness to him. She asks her friend to keep this a secret from her husband, but unbeknownst to them, he has heard everything. When he goes in to confront them, the wife's friend leaves quickly. We are then shown how, when the wife talks with her husband, she's actually crying. She tries to act rudely to her husband once again, but this time it fails. He hugs her from behind and says, "I hate you. Hurry up and die already. I'm begging you." This makes both of them cry, and the wife finally starts opening up to her husband about how she just wants to die. The husband's monologue then tells that when his wife's lie was exposed, both of them felt like the first day when she was diagnosed with cancer. The wife died a few days later. During the funeral organizing lady suggests the husband use a happy and cheery photo of his wife, but the husband tells her that he likes the photo of her in the hospital more, where she appears a bit gloomy. From the husband's smile, it appears as though that photo was taken after her lies were exposed, so she might be looking sad in the photo. The couple was pretty happy.